Thank you for tuning in to another edition of A Quantum Leap Year. I am Tim Lee. Thank you so much. Friends, I feel really good today. And the reason I feel so good, I think, is because I'm living a life that I have previously not lived. And that is a life of freedom, particularly freedom from stress. Everyone at one point in their life needs to experience this. It is something that is a birthright. The Bible, the Declaration of Independence, when you start talking about, you know, um, our rights, we have a right of liberty, which is freedom, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And while we may, hear the interpretation of what pursuit of happiness means, even a literal and superficial definition of that is still something that we need to all be striving for. What am I saying? I'm saying that I get it. Stress kills. I get it now more than ever. But it does not kill physically immediately. It always starts invisibly. There's always a source of something. So if as above, so below. As within, so without, right? So if you understand that principle of the law of the universe, you can understand this way that stress kills, because stress kills us in these invisible spaces first. And so right now, for instance, I've had ideas that are flowing into my mind nonstop. I mean, it is miraculous and magical. To that same point, was killing my imagination. Stress was killing my motivation. It was literally sucking the energy from me, where I only had energy to do that which was causing me stress. And then the only time I had left over would be participating in escapism, right? Whether illegal, immoral, or unhealthy. These are things that we all have kind of done to kind of relieve stress. So I'm in a place where I am no longer interested in living a life where I am unhealthy because of stress and don't have the flexibility and the freedom anymore. And so if you're in this kind of position where you are finding yourself stressed, I mean, you may not be able to do what I did, which was resign from my job, which it was a live-in position. So that further compounded the stress. But resign from my job and then move across the country. I mean, everyone's not in a space to do that. So if you're not in a space to do that, one, find other ways of finding freedom. And that is the biggest solution: freedom. Freedom from expectation, freedom from whatever is causing you stress. Is you've got to free yourself, right? But in the meantime, while you're putting your game plan together, like, here are some things that we all kind of sort of know, and these are things I really try to do every day, even when I was full of stress. One, laugh. Right? Laughter is a stress reliever, and when you have a good laugh and you feel that like vibration in your heart is light, the lightheartedness, those are some of the best laughs. So instead of getting that shot of alcohol or that glass of wine or whatever other kind of illegal things we or you have done, you try to laugh. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I do is I take walks, and they're even better now. But I intentionally walk to process, and when I can, I walk either around the block or around the track, and just walk until I can't walk. And you're processing in your mind what you're doing during the day, or what you're not going to any longer do, and you can just really get yourself together. It's like it's the same as journaling, which is another kind of thing I would suggest. But you do it outside, and you do it by yourself, and you do it in nature. So walking is another kind of really good thing. I wrote down some of these, which is what I'm looking down. Another one that I wrote down is baths. I'm a water sign, and when I learned that I was a water sign, I was like, maybe I need to start intentionally being around water more. And so I started taking baths, and you know, they're really relaxing, really relaxing. And so I want to say that. And of course, you have prayer, meditation, and diet. So these are some things that you can do to relieve yourself of stress and to make sure that you're living a life that is going to take you from where you are to the next level. Thank you so much for tuning in, friends. This is Tim Lee, and you have been watching another edition of A Quantum Leap Year. If you have not done so, if you like the content, go ahead and subscribe, like the video, share the video, and do all those things. I look forward to next time. Looking forward to talking to all of you then again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tim Lee.